Bionis and Mechonis.
Oh, it's so different, seeing them from this kind of perspective.
We cannot see it from here, but our people are still fighting up there.
It's difficult to believe that two such huge things ever fought each other. I wonder how the Machina felt at the time.
Must have been horrible.
Scary too.
Fear robs us of reason. Out of fear, we commit terrible atrocities and call them acts of self-preservation.
Fear gives rise to more fear. A never-ending circle of hatred.
Perhaps that circle can be broken.
Fear. It must be what's driving this. What's made Egil act this way.
Oh.
Hey everyone, ArchTalko here, welcoming you back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the previous episode, we did basically all the side quests that were available for us to actually do and complete on Fallen Arm. And so today begins our climb up Mechonis Field. I love this area, man. It's one of those places where every single time I run through it, my enjoyment of it increases exponentially. And it's insane because I actually used to despise this area. Like, first time through, I could not stand the guts of this place. But we'll get into that in due time. Getting a little ahead of myself. For now, I just want us all to bask in the glory. And we're even getting a little preview of it right now. But the glory, the splendor that is... Try to stall intro, please save me. I'm stalling. That is... Come on, Mechonis Field. Welcome to one of the coolest looking places in the game. Also, I love the way that the camera tracks that offensive seeker unit. Presentation of it is just so cool.
We're inside the Mechonis.
Just how I imagined it. It's all totally mechanical. It ain't gonna be easy getting up this thing.
Egil is at the top.
You know this place pretty quality when they hitting you with that frame one moving sidewalk. Oh, you get the, I missed it. But if you get a jump right at the end, you get like shot out super far. Oh, it's so fun. And God, look at the scale of this place. The aesthetics are so good. All the moving gears and the silo and like inside the walls, just all the moving parts in general, just add to make this place so pretty to look at. And even more fun to play through. God, there's so much I want to go over. Level design-wise, this place is a blast. There's going to be a ton of different alternate paths we're going to be taking. Case in point, this one actually has a memory piece hanging out right over there. Hold up. Yeah, memory piece one, bada boom, bada bing. So there's going to be a lot to go over in terms of the level design, but at least for me, more importantly is the music. Obviously, Xenoblade soundtrack has not been anything less than like a masterpiece up to this point, but I feel like Mechonis is the point where like every single area theme just outdoes one another up to like the very end. So without further ado, let's get interrupted by oh yeah, Retro Diode. It's yeah, of course the Colony 6 collectible is gonna interrupt my very good segue into listening to the music. Roll the montage. This song. Oh, this is one of the best area themes in the game, in my opinion. But you know what's even better than the heckin' boppin' jams that they're putting into our face holes? Okay, hold up. So if you have shut down Fiora, And if you spam the follow me, check this out. See ya. There's so much knockback when you use that on Mechon. They can literally just send boys flying off the cliffside. And there are so many opportune places to use that at. I'm not gonna be doing it a ton while we're going through because I just don't really need to because none of these boys are really aggroing onto us. But oh my god, it's so fun.
What's up, Shulk?
Look, it's a switch to activate a lift. If we can get it to work, it should take us up.
Ricky want to ride lift?
We can't. There's no power going to it.
Boring.
What do we do?
Well, if we could find the main power supply...
Okay, people, let's get looking.
Yeah. If we can connect the power to the switch, we should be able to use the lift.
It's a little weird to me that they dedicated a whole cutscene just to be like, turn the elevator on. Just put the electricity into elevator. But okay. Also, I'm gonna double check. Oh, ooh, Ricky getting really close to that gold chest skill. Melanie's doing okay. Ooh, Dumbman getting almost halfway to the end. Charlotte, man, yeah, Charlotte's super close. Oh God, Shulk, you are so close. We're gonna switch you over to pessimism after this. Yeah, that's gonna be the move. Sick. Alrighty, so Mechonis Field, man, where do I even begin? I guess it's always crazy looking back because my first time through Mechonis Field, I actually didn't like it that much. Girlfriend main power switch. God, I wish I had one of those. Actually, wait, wouldn't that just be a clitoris? Sorry. Anyway, Mechonis Field. So here's the thing. I actually really despised Mechonis Field my first time through. And I feel like it was kind of for a good reason, but not really, but like kind of. Because the first impression of this place is not great. You go through and it's one linear path to an elevator, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna have this big cutscene, you have to press the power button for it, but it's like 5 seconds away, so what was even the point? I don't know, like, in general, when I was playing through, I was so impatient. I was so gripped by the story. I had such a fervor to get more details that when the game was like, nah, bruh, you're gonna actually play the video game. You're gonna explore and take in some world building and listen to a really dope song. No! What? You want me to play video game? No! I just wanna watch Shulk smooch Fiora more. Oh, I don't want to play video game. Oh no. So it was the combination of me being so impatient and also with the area just seeming to be really linear and boring, that I don't know, going through, I was kind of like fed up with it. And I couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, here's the thing, right? Literally, just now, we passed 3 different moments where I could have taken a completely different side path to this switch. There are so many different paths here, it's crazy. I literally, every time I play through, I always find a new way to go through the place. And that speaks volumes because I play through it a lot. Also, yo, check that. Gamer hours begin now, boys. Also, there's supposed to be a hentai boy right here. Supposed to be Spaghetti-kun, chilling, maxing, relaxing, like right past that. Huh. I must have despawned him somehow, which I've literally never seen this before, but we'll probably see him at some point. All right, he's a pretty prevalent boy, but anyway, this place is insane. There are so many different ways to go about. Like, case in point, check this out, right? We could use the ladder on the other side, or we could just plop on down. Bada boom, bada bing. Skip the whole process and get some goodies in the process. What's not to love? Actually, you know what isn't to love? This gat-bang memory piece. Because we're collecting the 4 of them for Xylex, right? But oh my, this one is such a jerk. Every time I come through this area, I always think that it's above the ground floor part of the second level. God, if that's, wow, what a sentence that is. You know, like I always think that it's above and you have to climb up that cylinder somehow when it's always below, but I always forget that this little side ledge even exists. So every time I play through, it takes me 15 to 20 minutes to even like process that I have to hop down. But one thing I will say, I really hope you like ladders, because we're going to be doing this a whole lot on Mechonis Field. There is a lot of climbing, and I do think it's one of Xenoblade 1's only shortcomings when it comes to exploration, is that they never really found a great way to handle like a lot of verticality. The only workaround that they ever make are the like geyser places, like where a place just kind of like shoots you up, which does work fine. But there's no other variation, and they're not used that often. So I don't know. If there was a Xenoblade 3 to be made in the near or not so near future, I would like to see a workaround for getting around big verticality levels. Say maybe a grappling hook would be kind of dope. Just dope to watch is that cylinder animation. Oh, it's so satisfying. Love this thing. Yeah? Spaghetti-kun, is that you? I gotta get out of here. Whoa! You know, he is a hentai man, so maybe he's from Bloodborne. Maybe I just don't have enough insight to see him. Just looking over my shoulder the whole time. But it was all a ruse. I wasn't trying to end it all. I was trying to get to one of the coolest little hidden areas in the game, spent fuel tank. It's so devious too, because literally you can see this from up above, which normally you can't really see like lower level landmarks from higher levels, but they made an exception for this place, and you have to see the circle on your minimap and think, oh, that's weird. You have to look down and then see the weird discolored goop compared to the rest of the surrounding like purple goop. Also hides Commander Erasion, who's the biggest jerk in the business. He has a spike, so let's get Shulk. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these boys. We're just gonna try to top a lock, honestly, because like, I just don't want to deal with it. God, I'm so excited for Definitive Edition. Definitive Edition is going to have on the HUD a little spike icon that shows if they have a spike. I'm so excited. Literally one of the best quality life like editions we could have ever asked for. My one hope is I really wish, or I'm really hoping that the little spike icons have different colors depending on what type of spike. Like maybe if they have a topple spike, then those spikes on the HUD are green colored. Maybe if they have a proximity spike, maybe the spikes turn like red or yellow to indicate that. I don't know. Even if they don't, the fact that they just designate that they have a spike to begin with is so good. Unlike this, oh no. Ooh, unlike that laser. I know. Oh God, you know what, Fury? I think you're just gonna have to take one for the team. Yep. Surprising, wow. That was a laser that's supposed to pierce and go through straight, but it actually didn't hit Ryan, even though he's right next to her. I would take those. Truly a straight line, and not like even a foot of wiggle room on that. I'll take it. But anyway, I think you get the point. The level design on Mechonis Field is so top notch, and like honestly, here's the thing with it, right? It is the definitive like Xenoblade dungeon crawling experience. Because Xenoblade does have dungeons, but I feel like if you say Xenoblade has dungeons, knee-jerk reaction is like, does it though? But no, it totally does. Oh God, this. Okay, we're so close to a chain attack. Screw the rules. I'm not even gonna get rid of the spike. The topple begins now. I'm gonna put a hole in this thought, on this whole dungeon topic. Oh hell yeah. Okay, we break the tag. Oh, I was really hoping for another follow-up. That kind of sucks. But it's fine, we're gonna get the big deeps. Big crit damage. Oh, that 25% extra crit damage coming in clutch from the days. Oh. Oh God. Oh no. Okay. I think I purged maybe a little too early. We're not gonna be able to get rid of the spike in time. Oh God, it's back. Oh God. Oh, we're all so low. Oh God. Ryan, why did you double? Why did he wild down? Why did? Oh God! Oh no! Oh God! He's looking. Sir, don't look at me. Looking for you. Wait, he's so low. Fiora, let's go! Ow! That boy is such an ordeal. Fiora coming in with the clutch. God, my heart. Oh my God, my heart. It was pretty sloppy, right? I probably should have just gone for backslash instead of Shadow Eye, but like all the same, man. Oh, it is rare I could do that boy first try. Ooh, what are you? Okay, so for Kazat, so it's the thruster? Yeah, nice. We do need two of them, so we need one more. I could farm a Erasion for the other one, but too much stress for one day, my man. No. I'm not about that lifestyle right now. Although we did get a new driver for Ryan. Oh, that's so much better. Hold up, I'm gonna put some more gems in it real quick. So I ended up going with Topple Plus, Dace Plus, and a Break Gem. So we're basically just making Brian into our big driver combo boy. But with all that taken care of, I think it's about time I met you boys back up topside. Oh, wait a sec. Hey, there's Spaghetti-kun. Oh, Mr. Hentai himself. He's so iconic because he always aggroes you, and you have to, like, do this walkway if you want to get every location a couple different times, so. Thankfully, like, thank God they put that little side climbable wall right next to him, probably on purpose, so you don't actually have to fight him every single time if you don't want to. Very nice of them. But check this out, all right? Again, we're just going back to the genius level design of Mechonis Field. I don't even know if this was intentional, probably not, but I love the fact that it works. Because if we climb up the cylinder, we don't actually have to go all the way up. And actually, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make a sneaky little save right here. Give me one sec. All right. We'll back up, mate, because it's a very difficult skip to make. But if we can get it off, oh God, it feels so good. Oh God, it feels. Never mind. All right. Well, this is what happens if you go into the purple liquid, not the blue. I'm assuming this is meant to be like oil. Not totally sure why it's meant to do damage, but actually it is reminiscent of the oily water that's like outside Fallen Arms, so maybe it's just more of that. Oh, bro! There's the chest from the boy we knocked off the cliff with Fiora. Come on. Oh, come on! Oh, Ryan made it! No, he's taunting me up there. God dang it. Yep, that's feeling good. Yep, that's feeling good. Right on the money. And by doing that, we actually skip a big portion of the level. And what's insane is that is still not the only skip we're gonna be doing today. There's another one that's so fun if you pull it off right. Man. Also, I love this animation. It's so satisfying. Also, I think that's how a generator properly works. Looks like there's a magnet that's sheathed in another magnet. It spins around inside the bigger magnet and that produces the electrical current. It's so cool, man. But going back to that whole dungeon topic from when we were fighting Erasion, when I think of Xenoblade, I don't think of it as a dungeon crawler. I think we all associate big open plains and like the giant open landscapes of Bionis more than any dungeon. But I think the reality is that Xenoblade 1 has a lot of dungeons. Like, I guess the entire series does, honestly, but just look at this game, right? You have Tephra Cave, you have Ether Mine, Kaintia Tomb, Sword Valley, which basically just is a bunch of mini dungeons that are strung along to form one long singular dungeon. Plus you have Mechonis Field, plus there's still 4 more dungeons left after this point in the game. There's a lot of them. But I think what's insane is that, I don't know, they just don't feel like dungeons, at least to me. And maybe you don't think of any of those areas as dungeons, but like, let me run through what my definition of one is, and I'll see if it clicks with you. Because like, the proper definition of a dungeon is like an underground jail cell or something along those lines. But I feel like games have evolved the concept of what a dungeon can be. And I feel like Xenoblade's the cream of the crop with taking the concept of a dungeon and turning it into something way more. Also, I just want to give a big shout real quick to this good noodle son. And unfortunately, didn't really get to fight Spaghetti-kun below him, but now we got Papa Spaghetti in the house, so you know we're gonna have a good time. At least a way better time than Erasion, I can tell you that. I think for me, I think a dungeon has to have 3 things. Exploration has to be a lot more limited than other areas in the game.
You're up next. Okay.
You know what? No, if I go for headshot. Yeah. Dump it, do you have? Oh, mama, we gotta do some oh, he has defense against. Oh, that's a shame. That's still some big deeps though. Oh, not if I screw up the timing. God dang it. Fucking, jeez. Heck. Dang it. Anyway though, so I think the exploration in the dungeon has to be more limited than like the other areas in the game. So where there's more defined paths or hallways like Tephra Cave compared to a bigger open space like Bionis Lake. It's gotta be kind of maze-like. Like, there can be branching paths, but those paths gotta be limited with where they go to. Like, they basically either funnel back into one main path, or they have to lead to dead ends with bonus treasure, or, I don't know, maybe a bonus monster or something. and they have to end with a boss fight or some other big climax to the area instead of just acting like a gateway to another area. Actually, by all these definitions, would Valak Mountain count as a dungeon too? Huh. Okay, either way, point is, when I think of a typical game dungeon, I just always think of a boring underground cavern or a castle prison area or whatever. I feel like most of the time dungeons and RPGs are never something I look forward to. But then you got Xenoblade, which is out here subverting every goddamn JRPG design trope, including making its dungeons somewhat the best parts of the game. Like take Tefra Cave, right? I think Tefra Cave's the most vanilla dungeon Xenoblade has. And even it's filled with personality and world building out of its mind. You got the gorgeous Villia Lake, you got all the landmarks made by the Homs traders, you got the Spire Nest, you got the Magmel ruins, and like, you got all the visual storytelling elements with the Homs settling in and claiming the caverns as their training grounds. It's like the game does so much with every dungeon to integrate it into the world building and into the storytelling. And half the time you don't realize you're in a dungeon because it's just there so perfectly into the established world. And like, it just perfectly fits into what's currently happening with the story. I think it's amazing how well they pull it off every time. I think this game's stance with exploration is like a big part of why these dungeons rock too. I've been playing a lot of action RPGs recently. Like I just completed the Final Fantasy VII Remake, been working on Trials of Mana, completed Bloodborne back in February, and literally only Bloodborne gave me the same sort of fun I have with exploration like I have with Xenoblade. And do you know why? Because fucking, it's like the only other game I've played in the past 5 years that hardly ever uses invisible walls. Like, seriously, I think that's the big thing. Xenoblade and Bloodborne never use invisible walls. If you see an area 50 feet below that you know is gonna glomp you if you hop down there, you can still take the plunge if you want to. There's so many other RPGs that make dungeons this super on-rails thing where you can look around, but no touching. I just love that Xenoblade and Bloodborne basically have these little pockets of light platforming in them. It just gives you more ways to interact with the environments than just holding forward on the analog stick. Also, quick side note, I think we've seen everything on this floor now, so I'm gonna meet you back at the elevator. Oh wait, hold the phone. I don't remember this just being here. Oh, when did this, I mean, I'm not gonna complain, we need the boots for Bozatrix, but what? Spaghetti-kun? Was it a gift from Spaghetti? It is next to him. Is he planting chests to communicate with us like Interstellar? Oh, now I just gotta look for a bookshelf. All right, so anyway, this is where we like actually need to be in order to progress, but I guess the point I'm trying to make with the whole dungeon thing is that the point is Xenoblade dungeons don't feel like dungeons, and I think that's pretty heckin' dope, okay? Ooh, also skill learn. Hey, real quick, like, I'm gonna do some housekeeping and just go through everyone's skills again. Okay, nobody actually needed to be changed over, so we are good to go. So here's something else I love about Mechonis Field. I love how it's the definitive inverse edition, I like what I did there, of Bionis Leg in every single way. So like, take the background music. Our Plane starts off bombastic, and then it gets a little melancholic in the middle, and then it's right back to being bombastic again. It uses organic instruments like violins and guitar, and even like a drum kit. Whereas Mechonis Field, super chill and atmospheric at the start, but then it gets that sick, nasty drop in the middle, and then it sizzles back down to being quiet at the end. Completely electronic sounding, no organic stuff at all. So that's cool enough, right? There's this clear difference and this clear like inverse quality between the music of Bionis and the music of Mechonis, and like specifically the song structure of Gower Plain and Mechonis Field. And as we get higher up in Mechonis, you'll even hear that distinction with it being very electronic compared to Bionis being very organic as we go further up. So a lot to look forward to. I love the music of this place, but it gets better. Because Bionis Leg, if we're going back to the whole like distinction between Bionis Leg and Mechonis Field specifically, Bionis Leg is a huge open playground that's perfect for romping around in any direction you pick. Mechonis Field is way more on rails, it's linear, super guided. Bionis Leg is all horizontal, like there's some vertical stuff like Ragwell Lake and the Spiral Place where Gonzalez chills out, but like 98% of your travel time in Bionis Leg is traveling up a super gentle incline. Mechonis Field's the opposite. It's like a total vertical climb the whole time. Bionis Leg, an outdoor field area, begins after you survive Tefra Cave, which is a dungeon. Mechonis Field, an indoor dungeon, starts after an open field area, which is Fallen Arm. And what's insane is, like, despite them being perfect foils of one another, they have some stuff in common. You both start them at a knee, and then you work your way up a thigh. Bionis Leg is shortly after Shulk and Ryan first start their quest to avenge Fiora, and then Mechonis Field begins shortly after that specific conflict's, like, totally resolved. Bro, check this out. Whoa, that was crazy! That's my new blink jump mod I installed. Now check this out. Oh my gosh. I'm warp striking like an absolute fiend. Man, could you imagine a Xenoblade game with like a proper blink ability or like a proper warp strike ability? Oh man, be godlike. Anyway, so case in point, this is all intentional. Mechonis Field, the perfect inverse to Bionis Leg and Gower Plane, and it's, I just fucking love it. You know what I love more? That dang blink ability, like a little teleport action, you know? I just feel like, look, if you're making a big action RPG with like big sprawling beautiful landscapes, make the movement options super fun to go about. Make them more fun than the existence that this poor M84 is about to embark on, because this boy about to become the biggest Swiss cheese. Yeah, get him out of here. Oh, you thought you could tussle with me? Oh, get me those tough partels. You fool, I'm gonna sell you Sphincter for like 2 rubber bands and an ice cube. Oh, mate, let me tell you. Anyway, so this upcoming fight, if you're not playing as Dumban, you are missing out. And I hope I can demonstrate just why that is. A lot of boys up here protecting Amherst Arca? Hopefully I pronounced that right. But here is the game plan. Get a little bleed action, get a little heat, a little heat haze. I meant the hit, my bad. Ooh, the perfect affinity. A little Soaring Tempest, which guarantees you to get Blossom Dance even if you're starting with no meter. And then once the boy has gone down to a certain threshold, little Demon, oh, come on. Bro, that, I just got gypped. I actually just got robbed. He had like a pixel of HP. I almost got the So the thing is, what I love doing, I love opening with a heat haze. Then you do the, you do Soaring Tempest. And then you finish the boy off with a Demon Slayer. You end up force toppling everybody, which just like, and then you Blossom Dance the next boy, and then by that time you probably are getting close to having a chain attack. Like, it's such a fun fight with Dunban. And I got robbed, because that boy had a pixel of HP. God dang it, I'm gonna refund. Worst game, 0 out of 10. Oh, Definitive Edition can't come soon enough. Obviously, that it just needs to get patched in so Demon Slayer could properly work. Oh, anyway. On that note, with the whole like blink and warp strike thing, like here's my thing, right? Give me an example of any blink or warp strike ability in the game and tell me that that's not like the most fun stuff to do. It's like, there are 3 things you can include in any video game to instantly turn it into a 10 out of 10 experience. You can give it a blink / like warp strike ability. You can give it a grappling hook, and you can give it a fishing minigame, preferably all 3 at the same time. And if you do so, at least in my book, you will have a genuine masterpiece on your hands. Doesn't matter what actual genre of video game you have on your hands. Doesn't matter like what sort of implementation of other game mechanics or like how the quality of visuals or music or story is. No, all I need is blink, fish, and grapple hook, and I'm heckin' sold. It's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I'm so bummed out about Xenoblade 2, because I was so convinced that we were gonna be able to use Rex's grappling hook to like actually explore the Titans themselves, and I was so hyped for it, and then when it turned out it was just for one of his arts, it made me such a sad boy. I still like that it's a thing. Oh, oopsie. I still, wait, oh, no, Dunban! I just wanted to be spry with the shortcut. Oh, he had so much to, oh, wait, that's right, we're not Melia, we're not fucking dead. Oh, that actually just put me right here at the switch, apparently. Oh yeah, it is a landmark. Big strats, boys. All according to plan, he says. Oops. I mean, why am I saying oops for though? Like, cause I didn't die. I did another blink. Dunban's a blinking fool. Watery eyes and everything. What can I say? Anyway, so we could move on. We could open up the bulkhead and be on our merry way. But there's this little side area here by activating the cylinder that we could use. By way of cylinder, or oh, this isn't right at all. I wasn't even close. Okay, hold up. Give me uno momento, boys.
I can't.
Oh, because, hey, check it out. Yet another insane skip you can do. Definitely not necessary in any, like you save like, I don't know, like 5 maybe 7 seconds tops, because then you have to climb up the other ladder too. But hey, if you want to stealth against these boys, actually you don't even need to, because you can just do this. I guess there's really not much of a point to it, but it feels good. And the fact that it's an option that you can do is so good. Almost as good as Defensive Onion. What a name. Oh, what a name. Defensive Onion. It's actually not as good as Spaghetti-kun, who is a canonical moist boy, but like close second place, honestly. But yeah, so like I do like that they still implemented Rex's grappling hook, like a pretty decent amount in Xenoblade 2's cutscenes. Like it has a pretty starring role in a lot of chapters. And I like the fact that they used it as like a gameplay thing. Like I like that it's his topple art. It makes a lot of sense. So that's really neato, but I just wanted to use it for exploring. My big thing, actually, okay, you know what, before we get into this, I'm gonna go ahead. This is the secret area. I'm gonna take care of these boys real quick like. There we go.
I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
Not a bit done, man. Now, I love coming here because, one, it's an area we get experience, but also, I probably shouldn't have skipped through it, but these boys do drop reinforced jets. So, and we need 2 of them for the upcoming side quest. So, it's nice to just make a round. If you do go every way, you'll probably have the ones that you need for that side quest right out the gate. So, pretty neato. But also a lot of ether crystal deposit. Like overall, just a really cool little tucked away area. And yet another place that I totally neglected my first time playing through. All right, I skip traveled. Now these boys are back. But hey, you know what? It gives us more opportunity to smooch some defensive onions. So can I really complain? Oh, wait, wait, if he, oh, this is gonna be perfect. Ow! Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted. It would have been so much juicier had the unique boy also spawned in too, but ooh, that's the kind of, it's like these kind of fights are the reason why Dumban with Demon Slayer is like some of the most fun you can have with this game, in my opinion. Ah, it's so satisfying. Ah, man, if only we could have gotten some crits with the heat haze. Get some crits with the days. Ah. Oh well. That chain attack literally, like, Fiora having her talent art there literally could not have made that any more perfect than it was. English? English coming to me, please, maybe? No, never. All right. So, with all that taken care of, we're basically done with like the first half of Mechonis Field. And oh, what a sight. That bulkhead is so cool looking, man. Watching an opening like that. Xenoblade 1 really loves its like massive door open animations, and honestly, I can never get enough of them. So I'm gonna meet you over there by the bulkhead. Alrighty, we are back, and oh, I'm so excited because it's heckin' moving sidewalk time. Oh, these things are such a joy. And it's crazy too, right? It's literally just like a slightly faster moving sidewalk, but it brings so much joy in my bosom, dude. I adore, oh, juicy jump, juicy photo finish to, was that the bronze? Yeah, to Resolution Mother with the Bronze Woods. Hell yeah, hell yeah. God, it's so fun. God's Field is so fun, dang it. And you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because it's filled to the brim with a bunch of little platforming sections. I really think that platforming is so underutilized in RPGs. Like, Xenoblade has it in spades, which I adore, but like not enough RPGs do. And I don't get it, especially if you're making an RPG that has these big, expansive worlds. Like, why not include other means of interacting with the environment than just holding forward on the analog stick? Why not occasionally make the player jump around? Maybe go on fun slides in an ice cavern and then soar like 70 yards in the air and then latch into an ice wall for kicks and giggles, right? Why not? Just spruce up the gameplay. Like, other RPGs do have like means of trying to like not make the core gameplay grow stale. Like Final Fantasy spams you with minigames because they don't want it to just be combat, combat, combat. And I feel like, I mean, Xenoblade doesn't really have like minigames. Like I literally, the only minigame we've ever gotten in the entire series so far is Tiger Tiger, right? More or less, it's the only minigame the series has ever had. But it's like it doesn't even need it because platforming more than makes up for it. It enhances the exploration so much. And I don't know. It's like recently, last year, I got super hardcore into Guild Wars too. And it has these jumping puzzle things where like the environment itself is kind of sculpted so that if you just glance at it, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. But then if you really analyze it, you'll see like kind of built-in platforms and stuff built into the world itself. And then if you like jump up and solve the jumping puzzle and you figure out how to navigate. And some of them have some really tricky mechanics like pistons that shoot you up and give you momentum and stuff. But if you solve them, then you get a bunch of really cool rewards and stuff. Like my favorite part of playing. Also, welcome to Great Battlescar. Easily my favorite area in Mechonis Field. Probably again, because it's like a pseudo platforming section, but we're not gonna do it yet. We're gonna save that for next video. Kind of start things off fresh with the best part of Mechonis Field. But yeah, man, give me more platforming in RPGs. It literally, it cannot overstate. So, I mean, like, okay, make the platforming good, and like, I'm sold. Wow, hi. I got so worked up talking and gushing about platforming in Xenoblade that I immediately started going to Great Battlescar, even though I said literally like 20 seconds ago that we weren't going to do it this video. Oopsie. Either way, we finally made it here to the halfway point into a really, really serene little camping spot.
Whoa, don't look down. Anyone know where we are? Other than high up.
Maybe somewhere around the thigh?
The thigh? You mean we ain't even halfway there yet?
Stop moaning about it. Look, we can make camp over there. Let's rest for a while.
Fiora, are you sure you're feeling okay?
I feel a bit like I haven't got used to this body yet. But please, whatever you do, don't tell Shulk about it. I'm sorry, Dunban.
Don't worry about it. Back when my arm was injured, it was you who took care of me.
I'd almost forgotten. It seems so long ago now.
Thanks, Ryan.
Doing a spot of maintenance?
Yeah. The sighting's been a bit off lately.
You know, Mikko let us have some new parts. I could make you a new rifle if you want.
Thanks. But I want to keep using this one for now.
Shulk, get a clue, man. It's more than just a weapon to her. She can't just throw it away and get a new one.
Yeah. I suppose so.
If she let anything happen to it, I bet she'd get a whack from old Atharon.
Doesn't my man ever rest?
Not a chance. The lives of everyone in the colony rely on the defense force. Our readiness and our will to keep on fighting.
We never know when the Mechon will strike next.
No. But I won't let anyone else die. If only I had more power!
Stop it! Gaddo, it's not your fault!
We lost 30 men in Fortress 3 alone.
Listen to me. Nobody knew that so many Mechon would come. More people would have died if it wasn't for you.
It's not about reducing casualties. We lost 30 men. And we've lost the fortress. Those men died for nothing!
Would their deaths have meaning if we'd won?
Yes. At least they would have died for something. This is the end now. It's either the Mechon or us. I don't care if I'm the last man standing. I'll take them down!
Hey, Ryan.
What is it?
Do you want to beat the Mechon?
Of course. What are you asking that for?
At any cost? Even if it means giving your own life?
Giving my own life? No way. I can't do anything if I'm dead. I'm gonna take down the Mechon and survive. And there's no way I'm gonna lose Shulk, Fiora, or you along the way. We're all gonna win this and get out alive.
If only we all thought like you.
What do you mean?
It's charming.
What?
We should get moving. We don't have time to hang around.
Ryan, did you rest well?
Yeah, I feel great.
It looks like we're about to re-enter the Mechonis. Brace yourselves.
Got it.
Dun, you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Just my imagination.
Man, what a cutscene, you know? There's a lot to go over there, a lot to unpack. We'll get into it next video. Because anyway, boys, that's gonna be for the day. Thank y'all so much for watching me play. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we'll embark on the second half of Mechonis Field. We'll get graced with one of the best sections on Mechonis and genre. Oh, Great Belscar is so good. Oh, I love it so much. We'll do a couple miscellaneous quests on our way up. Just some like generic stuff. So no big like named NPC quests. And hopefully we shall at least reach the top of the thigh. So until then, see ya! Oh, hi. Also, this is Post Me. I just want to say I'm releasing a video that explains more in detail my plans for the Let's Play now that Definitive Edition is coming out and invalidating like the entire playthrough. So if you've been curious about what exactly I'm going to be doing moving forward as we get closer to Definitive Edition's release date, feel free to peep it and see what the plan is. Anyway, now it's officially the end of the video. Farewell.